We've all been there. Several hours into a game and thinking back, wishing we knew earlier on what we know now. Open-world games with plenty of exploration are at the top of this list, and Sucker Punch Productions' fantastic Ghost of Tsushima is no different in that regard. But, since I love you all and care about you so much, except for you, Mark, you know why, I'm here to help newcomers to this samurai epic. Here are 7 things I wish I'd known sooner playing Ghost of Tsushima. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 1. Invest in the jump roll. It may seem like a throwaway skill, but believe me, it is one of the most helpful abilities you can invest in, and will easily be one of your most used. As great as Ghost of Tsushima is, its platforming is finicky, and how it determines what is too high is sometimes a little iffy, causing you to land some jumps with no issue, and then others of similar height looking like Jin's legs were made out of Pocky. You know, when you go to open up the pack and half of them are already broken, so you... Never mind. So, getting this ability to simply roll out of all but the highest of falls is not only useful, but mandatory if you plan to explore with any kind of speed. Hell, you'll eventually start utilizing it on instinct alone without thinking. Number 2, don't ignore the main and side quests in the beginning. I know. With such a wide open world presented to you, it's oh so tempting to leave the main story in the dust while you take in everything that big map has to offer. I mean, I only completed the main story of Skyrim a couple of years ago, despite having sunk hours into that game since its launch in 2011. But, in Ghost of Tsushima, if you refrain for just a bit, it'll be worth it. The main story bags you several useful techniques and abilities that will make your adventuring easier and far more enjoyable. These include the assassination ability and the ability to assassinate through doors so you can stealth kill to your heart's content, as well as a grappling hook near the end of Act 1. As far as side quests go, the first 2 that open up, the tale of Sensei Ishikawa and the tale of Lady Masako, give you a much needed skill and a very useful item for early game. Ishikawa's first mission gets you the ability to use a bow, and Lady Masako's first mission gets you a great set of beginner armor. Get these as soon as you can. Number 3. Observe and eliminate the Mongol leaders. As you come across the multiple Mongol camps and bases littering Tsushima Island, most will give you the opportunity to observe the leader of said camp. Doing this grants you a point towards a new stance, and killing the leader grants you another one. If you are looking to fully utilize the variety of combat techniques at your disposal in Ghost of Tsushima, these opportunities should be taken often in the early game. Number 4. Knock out the Deflect technique tree early on. When leveling up, you have a multitude of abilities you can spend your technique points on. Ghost weapons, stance techniques, ability upgrades. However, I highly recommend knocking out the Deflect skill tree as soon as possible. This opens up many more possibilities while fighting, providing you with better and more deadly parrying, blocking, and deflecting options. Number 5. Don't bother with the guiding wind skills early on. Within the techniques you can spend points on, there is a set of skills that allow you to use the guiding wind to lead you to shrines, hot springs, fox dens, and more. It may seem tempting to sink some points into these and make the hunt for these easier, especially for the completionist. But trust me when I say that you will be traversing so much of the map that you'll be tripping over these areas without any need for extra help. Save your technique points for the more useful abilities. Number 6. Do the Mythic Tales as soon as you can. Bards are useful. Thanks for coming to my D&D TED Talk. Seriously though, the Mythic Tales are some of the most unique and enjoyable quests within the world of Ghost of Tsushima. On top of that, they grant you the best techniques and some of the best armor. You won't have access to all of them right away, but do yourself a favor and carry out these quests as soon as you come across the musicians that open them up for you. You'll be glad you did. And number 7, there are no different paths determined by your choices. While Ghost of Tsushima in itself is a story about making the choice between the honorable samurai and the quote-unquote dishonorable ghost, the game doesn't technically keep track of decisions you make. Yes, there are several instances where you can choose between a couple of dialogue options, but that is simply for fleshing out characters and character relationships. They won't allow you to open up some kind of Paragon or Renegade dialogue options, nor will you gain some kind of benevolent light power that makes it rain sprinkles, or an evil red lightning ability that is powered by how many innocent souls you feed it. Though, I would play that game. There is a big choice at the end that will get you one of two endings, but nothing before affects that. So, don't worry about how you play, and just have fun. And there you go. Those are 7 things I wish I'd known sooner in Ghost of Tsushima. Was this helpful? Any things you wish you'd have known? Let me know in the comments below. And again, hit that like and subscribe button. And follow me on Twitter or Twitch if you like. So long.